Hi guys, Jennie with On Fire Fit, and welcome to another episode of Healing Habits. These are 5-ish minute videos that I'm doing to just help keep us on track and get better habits and try to kind of incorporate this into our life because most people are pretty busy. It is not always easy to develop a new habit, but these are some maybe creative or different ways of looking at that. Today I am talking about the difference between motion and action. And this is very interesting because when I read about this in Atomic Habits, I thought, well, isn't motion action? But it is not, because we can oftentimes get trapped in a lot of motion that makes us feel like we are taking action when in fact we are really not taking action at all. He talks a lot about this in one of the chapters in the book, but he said that we get so focused on doing something the best way that we never get around to taking action. Voltaire said the best is the enemy of good. And so a lot of times what we're doing is trying to figure out the best way to do something, the best thing that we could do. As an example, people that want to lose weight will oftentimes research and read and listen to videos and never actually implement anything that they are learning or exposing themselves to. And this is a big problem because you can feel like you are doing something and it makes you feel good. Oh, that's a great idea. But until you actually take the idea and implement it, it will make no difference in your life. And so there is, I would say, a small portion of time that you need to plan and evaluate and kind of consider, but then decide and move. And even if it's not the perfect way or the best plan, any plan that you start to act on is going to be better than a plan that you continue to scrutinize and try to evaluate. So he says, sometimes motion is useful, and that's again the planning portion and the considering portion, but it will never produce an outcome by itself. So what the bottom line is, you have to get in your reps. Repetition is going to be the key to developing a habit that's actually going to make a difference in your life. So rather than going for perfection, go for action. Just start doing something. And even if you have to fine tune it as you go, those reps are what's going to build the muscle. Everyone knows you go to the gym, and if you do your weights and you do your reps on one day, you are not going to develop a muscle. If you do this repeatedly, even just for 30 days, you will see muscle, but it doesn't happen because you kept reading books or watching videos about it. It came because you actually started to do the thing. Now, maybe you don't feel like you know enough in order to keep going. What do you know? What can you do? I mean, if you know in this particular example that you know how to do a bicep curl, well, do that. If you don't know how to use the machine that's the pull down or whatever, then skip it for right now. Maybe learn it after you've gotten your reps in, but don't wait for some day that you know everything you need to know, because waiting for that day is never going to produce what you need. So my advice for you today is to put your reps in, whatever habit it is that you are trying to create so it becomes automatic and therefore you don't have to think about it. That is going to be a habit that is going to build, and it all is going to come about because of action. So think about it. Are you doing a lot of things that make you feel good? There's a lot of motion going on, but you're really not taking action. If you're taking action, it will start to produce a result down the road. And it's a very similar concept that comes about in the Bible, where you plant seeds and then you wait for the harvest. When you plant those seeds, you don't see the harvest. You don't see it yet, but you just keep doing what it takes in order for that to produce fruit down the road. And we do the same concept in all of our things that we need to grow in our lives. We continue to plant the seed, water it, let the sun shine down and help grow it, and then we produce the harvest down the road. So don't give up, keep taking action. These are the heels for today. They remind me of, I think it was candies back in the day. They have kind of a little clicky metal type, not metal, wood type of sound. Anyway, I just think they're cute, kind of old school version, but I love them. My top actually was from my husband for Christmas, and it seemed to lend itself with these pants, which then led to the shoes. But yes, so that is the shoe of the day, and I hope that you live on fire.